I go out of frame. I go back into frame. I jump. Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And today we have a very exciting unboxing because the DUALTRON Man is here. And I'm going to show you my first reaction on unboxing such a beast. So let me tell you more about it. Wrong Way. Alright, so what we have here is written on the box, BLDC hubless foot scooter. Now, this thing is very important and very exciting for me because I've been looking to test one of these out for around 2 years. And when we were on the electric games in France with Kate, I was just riding on the tracks on my EUC, minding my own business, and suddenly I see a guy just blasting through on the DUALTRON Man. And because I've never seen it and I've never thought that I seen one in real life, I would just go after him and try to, you know, talk and find out what it's all about, but he would just keep on blasting. But I held through, and there I would see the first time with my own eyes with Nicolas, who is a owner of a DUALTRON Man in France, the machine itself, which was amazing. And happily then I talked also with FASTRIDE there, and they were kind enough to send me one unit out for testing. Now these things, as you probably know, are very rare, so I'm very grateful for FASTRIDE. If you want to have any, you know, quick scooters, they make like 120 km/h scooters, 140, then just check out FASTRIDE. But this is not the subject of today's video. Today we unbox the DUALTRON Man. Man, am I excited. I have no idea why they called it the DUALTRON Man. Now there's very little content on these things. Probably they're hard to ride, but I'm yet to find out. I have to learn how to ride a thing like that. So that's very exciting. First thing we're greeted with, yes, this is how it looks like. We have an instruction manual. It is, I believe, in Korean. Is it Korean?
That's Korean.
That's Korean to me. Is there a different part? No. DUALTRON is from Korea, so I guess that's very understandable. So maybe they wouldn't think that this thing would ever cross the Korean border, but it did, and here it is. Okay, so that's that. We have also a tool. Sadly, not mini motors. I can show you what the mini motors tool looks like. This is way better than this. But anyways, here is also the charging brick. Let's see about that. FASTRIDE already unboxed this thing once, so that's why some packaging might look already opened. We have a 1.75 amp charger. I think the charging time is something around like 16 hours or something insane like that. So not quick charging at all. All right, so let's take this big piece of styrofoam off. Ooh. Ooh. Damn, is this cool. All right, so I don't think there's much else to do other than taking it out of the box. How should I do it? Probably by first putting the box down. Oh, it's not that heavy. I'll weigh it in a second, but it doesn't feel that bad. Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's the DUALTRON Man. I don't know where to start even. Battery, ginormous, 1800 watt hours for, you know, this type of device. So as big as the, you know, standard in electric wheels today. 2.8 kilowatt motor here in the back, just one wheel drive, so rear wheel drive. Maybe you've seen guys doing like wheelies on it. That's because it's the rear wheel drive. Max speed around 65 kilometers an hour or 40 miles an hour. So pretty quick, you know, no possibility of a cutoff because, I mean, even if there was a cutoff, you just, you know, roll, and it's just very exciting. Next up here, we have a disc brake, and the disc is underneath here. It's insane, and it's protected by this plastic layer. Like, can you maybe show it up close? Here we have the disc, and here it rotates. This disc is freaking huge. I think this disc could be mounted on a motorbike. Let me just like approximately check the diameter. It starts from like 2.270 millimeter. That's like the biggest disc on any personal electric vehicle. Like even bigger than the e-bikes. Like this is huge. And is it wide? Looks pretty wide, but I don't know, probably like a millimeter or so. But yeah, that's very interesting. And if you didn't know, there were also like combustion powered versions, like a similar sort of skateboard thing with 2 wheels before. So maybe that's where they got their idea from. But this is, you know, totally electric. Moving on, here is the battery, very compressed as you can see. And in the front, we have a single swing arm on the bottom. And we have another arm here on the top. Now, I think you can also switch the direction of this lower swing arm. So the way it's mounted now is just for like regular riders. So if your left foot is in the front and then you sort of like jump onto it, left foot is in front. And then you can barely see this display, but that's another thing. But if you are a goofy rider, then you need to like swap this whole contraption around, but I think it's actually reversible, as I've tried a DUALTRON Man in France, as said, and this thing was on the other side. So, you know, the screen won't be reversible, which is a bummer, of course. Interesting. But yeah, I'm glad they just went ahead and thought that we can put this on either side. Here in the front, this wheel turns as well. So we have not only the swing arm on the bottom, but we have also this, I think it's a stabilization thingy, which has something that looks like rubber. Yeah, I think it's rubber, and in the front like a plastic. So yeah, it's just very interesting. Tires are 14-inch. So the rim diameter is 10 inches. And yeah, they're just street tires, not like off-road tires like you see most time, which I think is good. And here, last but not least, or maybe not last, we have the remote, which is something. So it's wired. There is no, you know, wireless controller like you see usually on skateboards. And you have the throttle, and then here you have a brake, which activates the, is it mechanical? It looks to be mechanical brake in the back. So that's pretty exciting. And then we have this sort of very elastic but not folding, still a bit stiff, tube that connects to the scooter or the electric 2-wheel thingy on the bottom. Next up, we have also a control panel here, or just like the I/O. We have a main battery on-off disconnect switch, which I love, and which we can also see in other DUALTRON models, like for example the Thunder, or I think also the Eagle Pro. And then we have a charge port for the laughably slow charger, and also a battery port. If you want to connect an external battery, then you connect it here if you want to have more range. Range on this thing, I would suggest or think it would be around 70, 90 kilometers, something like that. We'll have to see. And then here we have the on-off switch, so let's see if it works. I think it does. Ooh, that's nice. We have some DUALTRON style lights. They won't provide you any light in the night, but I guess you will be invisible if you're not turning and obstructing the light. And we have in the back also a, we have a brake light, and also it's very bright. This light, it's very visible. The front lights, you know, not designed for nighttime riding. I'll probably have to put some Shredlights somewhere here to use this thing in the night. And here we have also the display, and currently it's off. Turn it on with some of the buttons. Oh, here. And the display is, you know, I don't know if I will be able to see it when I'm standing on this thing, but nonetheless.
The camera looks great.
Yeah, it seems to have like a very low contrast. So if you're just a bit off axis, you can't see shit. But anyways, we have 63% battery. We can swap for the modes here. Of the bottom button, or is it the top button? Okay, the top button. Let's leave it in 5 for now. And here we can see different parameters. So this is like a, I guess like a usual e-bike screen. It tells you all the features. Is there a voltage? I think that's the voltage, 59.4. So yeah, pretty cool, but probably you can only read it when you're stationary. Bit of a, I guess, a afterthought really, but I'm glad it's here. That's the screen. We know it's on. We will try it in a second, but maybe I'll turn it off just for now when it's on the couch. So to ride on it, essentially you have these two sort of foot plate areas. There's like rubber and a bit of grip tape underneath. There's no pins, sadly. But yeah, that's that. We have the hubless motors. If you like hollow motors, then that's your thing. And then you sort of try to put both feet in, and you'll lock against. Whoa! You'll lock against those foam pieces that prevent you from like hitting against metal. And then this is your position for riding. And then you can accelerate. Okay, so let's just see in maybe the first mode. I think it's now in the first mode. Cool. So then you can steer with the left foot or right foot, and then it goes. Whoa! I maybe wait a bit. I got a bit too carried away. And maybe it's better if I put actual shoes on. Oh, but look at that beauty. Look at that beauty of a thing. Do we have any indication of the tire? Oh look, it's a convenient light for the tire.
You can always see your tire.
Nylon. It's tubeless actually, so that's really nice. It's like a motorcycle tire sort of, or like a scooter tire, moped tire. How does it look like from the bottom? Plasticky. Oh no, it's metal. Nice. So it prevents it against scrapage. It's just a very weird contraption of a thing, and that's definitely something I like. Let's just also weigh it really quick. 33 kilograms, so I guess a bit heavier than the usual wheels or electric wheels in the category, but way lighter than... what is this? Way lighter. Oh my god, they didn't do that. They installed the pump in the tire? How does that work?
How is that legal?
That's interesting. That's the first time I've ever seen anything like it. I don't think that was designed like that. You don't think so either?
No.
That's insane. All right. Anyways, lighter than most scooter. I mean, any scooter basically with this sort of parameters, but heavier than EUCs. Is it in the rear like that as well? Yes, in the rear as well. All right, but I guess that's it for now. That's the unboxing of the machine of my dreams for a long time. And I guess if you're still here, leave a massive like on the video. It would help me out a lot. Subscribe to see more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.